Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my reading catch up July week 3 family time. And before we do the elephant in the room, yes, I've had a haircut. Yes, I've had it coloured. I feel good about myself and I feel positive. I will talk more about it at the end of the video, but I have been doing a bit of pre-filming, so a lot of the other video, I think the next Monday's video is with the old haircut, and then the last video of the month is going to be with the old haircut partly, and then partly with this, because it's at the try chapter on you got the try chapter of some of the oldest books on my TBR video coming up, and I've got I'm sort of recording it sort of different days, so you'll see some bits of me with like this, and then some bits of me before I had it cut. But obviously at the end of the video I'll do the life bits. But it's been one of those weeks where I've had, yet again, four stars. I've had 1 3-star, 1 4.5, and only 1 5-star. It seems to be the gist of this month because I'm looking at it and reading catch-up wise. The first week I had 2 5-stars, but I only had like 2 4 and 2 4.5, so that was a bit, yeah. Last week I had 5 4-stars and 1 5-star and 1 3.5. So I'm kind of getting the gist that most of my books at the moment are 4 stars. I don't know if that's because it's just the way things are going. 4 stars are still good books. I'm reading good books and I'm not denying. When I show you the books I've been reading, they are all good. It's just there's only been a couple that have really jumped out at me and stood out at me as like incredible ones. But let's see how the rest of the book. I'm still trying to spread out my Jane Austen July books. I've got Miss Austen that I'm reading next week, and so that'll be read next week, and then that'll go on that, and then Emma will probably be read next week. So the first video of August won't have any Jane Austen July books because I've sort of nearly finished that. And I do think my reading has gone along the lines of I've read a lot of historical fiction books this month, but not many of them have been amazing. I think that's been what I've done because, as we know from my favourite books of the year, a lot of my favourite books are fantasy. So hopefully in August I will be reading more fantasy, and that should kind of boost things up. And I have got at least one more fantasy that I'm going to read this month in my head. It's not set, but it's in my head. Anyway, let's show you what I'm currently reading, and we'll go from there. So I've got to obviously finish Emma, which will be finished next week. Still 4 stars. I'm still enjoying it, but classics are just not my jam at the moment. But Emma is still a good cosy read. I do love it. It's a good read. So, but it's I think it is definitely my second favourite Jane Austen. I kind of want to reread the other ones, but yeah, that's still good. I started this last night. It was not on my set TBR, but it's Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks. It was shortlisted for the Women's Prize 2023. Alice rated it 4 stars and apparently enjoyed it. Charlie and Jem rated it 3. I got it from a charity shop for like £1 or £2. So it's not a long book. It's like about 340 pages, if that. 334 pages. So I'm going to read that today and tomorrow probably. This might be finished by the time you get this video goes live. But that's my goal. Then last night I picked a book that will probably be 5 stars because it's Beth O'Leary, but it's Swept Away by Beth O'Leary, and it's her latest book. I started it last night. Didn't get much chance to read it because it was just one of those evenings. One of my pretty books, and it's one of my newest books. So this should be 5 stars because Beth O'Leary has yet to disappoint. So that's going to go, those two are going to go over to the other side because I'm really Swept Away in the evening. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, at the moment I'm doing my try chapter tag, so I've got a video book I'm doing a chapter of today, and then I'll be filming then I've got the last 2 books to be done on Saturday. Yeah, that's also what's happening in my reading. But let's show you what I've read. I read The Memoir of Jane Austen by James Austen Leigh, and I'll be honest, I thought it was a bit of a longer book, and then I realised that at the end of this is Lady Susan's and the Watsons, which I've already read. So I read this month. So actually the actual Memoir of Jane Austen actually only went up to 150 pages. So my figures in my books, I've only written 150 pages. So it's only like that big chunk of it, there. and it's 3 stars. It was okay. I've read better memoirs of Jane Austen because her brother George isn't mentioned in this, which I don't like. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't. And obviously reading the retellings of Jane Austen, I kind of enjoyed more than I enjoy this. It's factual, it's interesting, but it's not amazing. So whole point of these videos is I don't have to go into detail about books I don't think are amazing. So that's Charity Shop. Then, like I said, the majority of the next ones are 4 stars. Enemies to Love was by Laura Jane Williams, which is a book that was gifted to me by the Amazon Anonymous person last year. And I read it, and it's a good, fun contemporary. It obviously is the enemies to lovers trope, which I talked about in my romance rant, but it's done well. It is done well. And it's about family holidays and families, and it's a good, cosy contemporary. I think Mum might like it actually, so I might put it to one side for Mum. I'm not sure if there's a bit of sauciness in it. I'm not sure. Flo Greenbow is highly strung, overachiever, and desperate for a relaxing Greek holiday with her family. Jamie Kramer, her brother's best friend, pain in the arse, and somehow Flo's relaxing is on the holiday as well. 2 surprise weeks of sharing meals, boat trips, sun lounges. Flo must endure the company of this irksome Lothario, but after what happens last year, she's determined not to let her get the better of him. Good friends to lovers trope, nice cosy contemporary, just a good book. Not sure about that. One that Mum will like, and this is Stars in the Italian Sky by Jill Centopono. And yeah, this is definitely a Mum book. It's historical fiction. It's my first one by this author, and I definitely will pick her books up in the charity shop. 2 timelines, one set in Italy in 1946 and the other set in New York 2017. And the son of the Count and the daughter of a tailor belonging to opposing worlds, when they set sights on each other, an undeniable spark ignites and a passionate relationship until shifts in political power forces them to commit what the other believes is betrayal. And then in the current timeline, Cassandra and Luke are in love, though neither of them fits the other family. They've always felt like a perfect match, and when Luca, an artist, convinces his grandfather and Cassa's grandmother to pose for a painting, past and present collide. You can kind of get the gist of that. It is a good contemporary. It is good fun. It is historical fiction / contemporary. But it's done well. Good romance. Mum will actually like that. So that's my Mum book. I decided to pick up a Cathy Glass because I've still got a few of them. I'm gradually getting through them all now, which is quite... because I don't think she's writing anymore. This is Nobody's Son. And this is quite a sad one. It's 4 stars because it is a very good book, but it is actually quite really sad. This one really got to my heartstrings, actually, so maybe it should have been 4.5. Alex was a lovely boy who'd been in and out of care since birth and was looking forward to having a forever family of her own. When I was asked to foster him for a short while before he moved to his permanent adoptive home, I felt sure his story would have a happy ending. But what happened next was truly shocking and called into question the whole adoption process. Very, very sad. Will totally break you apart, and very good book. Then, I think I told you last week I found some contemporaries that were hidden on my contemporary shelf. And I decided that actually that's 2 of these that are actually off that pile. The first one is, this one is The Seaside Cocktail Camper Van by Carolyn Roberts. This is a very good, light, summery read. And you've got different bits. This basically is a romance story. Like, you can tell there's cocktail camper van, and there's like, it literally is an ultimate summer book about romance and about 2 people who've both got their little travelling, like, Lucy's got a travelling pizza van, and Jack's got a travelling cocktail camper van, and they go to these like festivals and parties and everything, and they romance them ignites, but there is more to it than beyond the scenes. And I love the whole family aspect of the whole, like, both of them have got reasons why they're doing what they're doing, and it's really, really good for summery romance. Nice and light, just what I needed for cozy bit. I think Mum would actually like that. Then to a book that it's third in the series. I've read the first and I haven't read the second, but I can't go back and read the second now because I just don't think I can. But this is 4.5 stars, and this is The Troublemakers by Tamsin Merchant. I read the Hat Makers, but I've not read the Map Makers. I should have read the Map Makers. I am very tempted to go back and read the Map Makers actually. But I read the Hat Makers years ago, and last year or the year before. And it was really good fun, and this is really fun. It's a really good middle grade fantasy. It really did hit my boats, and it was really good laugh. And like Cordelia, who we met in the first book, and all their families, like where they are, they're like magical and they're all makers, and there's like magic in the world. And she does something daft, and she has to go and sail up on the seas to go and try and find the troublemakers. But then she finds out what's reasons behind it, and it's magical, it's mystery, it's fantasy, it's about strong girls, it's got really good positive moral values that really made me smile. It's just a great fun contemporary, and I really have recommended it, and I need to bloody find the Mapmakers. So if the Mapmakers is at the library, I won't read it this time, but I will read it another time. I think I will go back, because I just really thought this was a really good fun adventure. That's my life book. Then to my only 5-star, and this doesn't disappoint me, this one did not. This one earned every bit of the 5 stars. I know that the lovely Charlotte from Courtney Reads loved this, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. A Lady's Guide to Scandal by Sophie Irwin, and I will wait for the 3rd book to come in paperback, because I'm not going to have them all. Although I have got the 2nd book the 1st book in hardback, so you never know. You never know. I may treat myself and get it in hard, because this was just a fun. It's sort of set in, so for Jane Austen, it's set in the Regency era, and it really is sort of set about that time, but it's so good. It's like an ultimate Regency romance, and it's good fun, and it isn't actually that saucy, but it's done so well, and it's just, oh my goodness. At 27, Eliza, Countess of Somerset, has lost her husband but gained a fortune, hers to keep, providing she can steer clear of scandal. And actually the romance element in this there was a bit of a twist. I didn't know whether the romance was going to go the way I wanted it to, or whether it would go the way you think it's going to. I can't really give any spoilers away, because I just don't want you to get the twist. The last thing she expects is to be torn between 2 very different men, a long-lost ghost from the past who plays by the rules, and a roguish poet who scorns convention. But a lady's reputation is fragile, and there are jealous eyes on Eliza's fortune. Can she follow her heart, or does she risk losing it all? I really love this. I love Eliza. I love her like cousin who's like her companion in this. And oh my God, I just loved it. I loved the romance. I loved her because she stands up to her family, and she stands up against prejudice, and she goes against the rules, and she's just a brilliant character. And yes, of course, I was going to love the roguish poet, the poet who scorns convention. Of course, I was going to love the so-called bad boy. I love that. I said that in my bloody romance video. I love that element, and it was just really good. And you were rooting for her the whole way through. Sophie Irwin does not disappoint. She is a great writer, and I will buy every one of her books. She's now an auto-buy author. I'm about to pause my bit of the video because I forgot to show you something, so I'm going to go and get that. So basically, now it's the chatty bit about what my week's been like. So I said it's been a bit of a time with family, because I said to you last week that I was going to have a busy week, and yes, I was at Baz Books last Thursday, but that didn't go quite to plan because Mia was poorly and I got called to come and collect her, so I had to leave Baz Books earlier. My boss was great, but it meant I had to do a bit of mummy duty for the rest of the day, so that was the start of the family time, because I was on mummy duty. Don't worry, she's all right now. She had a bit of heat stroke, but I was looking after her, and I was still reading in the garden, which was quite nice because it was hot. Working Friday, and then Saturday, my youngest sister Vicky was like, "Oh, I'm going to Asda supermarket, like big supermarket," and she wanted us to go, and I went with her and my mum, and we looked at a bit of clothes. I didn't buy any books, which I was quite proud of myself, but we got some like sort of treaty food wise, and the best thing was I had family time, and I was feeling a bit low because my stupid knee has been playing up again. I'm having a bit of a flare at the moment, and I was feeling a bit low, and I just spoke to my mum and my sister, and then that night we had a chat with 2 of the Waffle girls, me, Jack, Danny and Charlie, which was lovely. That was nice sort of chatting with the girls. So sort of book family time. Sunday was a bit of work, and like I said, my knee was flaring out. My boss was great, don't get me wrong, he was absolutely lovely. It was flaring and he was really sweet. And then Monday was mum food shopping, because that's what I always do. And then Tuesday was the best time ever. I went out with Charlie for the whole morning, and we went to Wokingham, and I bought 6 books, and Charlie got me one because me and Charlie were doing the Christmas in July swap exchange. So I will show you a picture of that at the end. And it was absolutely lovely. Like, time with Charlie is always good. I think for me, only buying 6 books was really good. But actually, this time around, you'll see when I do the book haul, I got, on that big pile, I got one of the books I was allowed to buy myself, which because I had the dentist after Charlie's trip, so I don't do the dentist very well. I get really anxious, as you well know. So I was allowed to buy myself 1 full price book from Waterstones, which I did. But I bought 3 fantasy, 2 non-fiction and 2 contemporaries. Charlie picked one of them, and Charlie bought me one of the non-fictions. But I want to show you one of the books I bought because it's really good. It was a bargain. And this is The Deathless Girls by Kara Mulhall-Hargreaves. And it's got sprayed edges and it was only £2. It's fantasy. They say thirst is like the blood for madness. On the eve of the divining date, 17-year-old Lil and her twin sister Kizzy are captured by the cruel Boya Valkar. Forced to roy like slaves, they are stripped of hope, power and everything they've ever known. I can't wait to read that. Although I can feel the sticky label on the cover. But yeah, I got that and it was lovely having time with Charlie. It properly cheered me up and it was just what I needed. And then lastly this week, I always had this. I wanted to grow my hair and I haven't had it cut in like a year, which was a bit stupid because there was lots of split ends and apparently, according to my hairdresser, there wasn't actually as many split ends as I thought. And I wanted to get rid of the greys because I'm aware perimenopause has just stripped me. But whatever she did, I love my hairdresser Claire, brilliant. She comes to my house and I don't know if it's getting rid of the split ends or whatever else, but whatever she's done, my hair's sort of easing off on the falling out thing and it looks shiny and it feels good and it's just brightened me up because, like I said, the weather's been a bit hit and miss here. It was heat wave at the end of last week and like rain and it's just been a bit all over the place. So my knees have been playing up a bit. So any self-care, any family time has definitely cheered me up. Going forward for next week, well, we got Mia finishes school for the summer holidays tomorrow, or the day this video goes live, and then Thomas has doesn't finish till halfway through Wednesday. So again, and I'm going to the library next week, so you'll see a picture of me because I'm going to the library, so I'll do my library and Costa picture, which I always do. Next week's not quite as busy. I think next Thursday when I'm next filming, I will be on a chill slobby day because I'll need it. But I think when I talk about family times, I think about hearts. So yeah, let's just be dead easy. If you got to the end of this video, give me a heart emoji because family is heart. Family is what you need to boost you up. Whether it's found family, whether it's friendship families, whatever it is, I hope you all enjoyed this video and give me a heart emoji if you got to the end. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe to it, ring on my ding-a-ling and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.